Today I just wanted to share some things that have been inspiring me lately and also just some thoughts. Also, I apologize if I sound a bit strange. I'm getting over like a cold or something. So, last week I was feeling a bit sad just about life and stuff. Usually when I feel sad, there are a few things that I try to do to kind of help me feel better. One, I try to focus on like all the blessings that I have in my life. I try to focus on everything that I'm grateful for, everything I'm thankful for. I also like to pray and talk with God, read the Bible if I can. Last week I didn't read the Bible actually. And then I also like to either listen to music or like watch some sort of like comfort movie or TV show. But last week I had downloaded this album by Alleh Yorghaki called La Ciudad. So I decided to listen to that album. Usually when I'm sad, I like to listen to sad songs, and sometimes it's nice to just kind of wallow in your sadness. Like when I listen to those sad songs, I rarely like feel better. Like I feel better in the way that I feel like I'm not alone in this or whatever, but I don't feel like happier. I feel like the sadness isn't lessened. But when I listen to this album, it's very much more upbeat, it's more like merengue, reggaeton kind of style. I noticed that as I was listening to it, I was feeling better and like feeling like a little bit happier, not as sad. Also like comforted, even though like I've never heard the album before. I was like, this is kind of nice. I like how it's making me feel, and that it kind of like took me out of that sadness that I was feeling a little bit. It just made me think about the music that I have made and that I usually make, like when I write songs. That is kind of my way to process my emotions, like how I'm feeling, and usually it's like a sad song, which is fine. That is what has been helping me and just kind of what I like. But after listening to that album, I was like, man, like I want to make people feel this way. Like I want to make music that makes people feel better, that feel a little bit happier. Because there is already so much negative stuff going on in the world. There's so much sadness and pain and suffering and uncertainty. Sad music definitely, of course, has its place, but at least for me, I feel like I want to try something new, like get out of that comfort zone that I have of making like sadder type songs and make something a bit more upbeat and like happy to hopefully make someone feel a little bit better. So that's the first thing I want to share. Secondly, a few days ago I watched this movie from Brazil called Nosso Sonho. It was in Portuguese, it had English subtitles. It was about a musical group from the 90s named Claudino and Buchecha, or Claudino y Buchecha, something like that. It just kind of told their story. It talked about like their friendship, how they started making music together, and it was told from the point of view of Buchecha, because Claudino unfortunately passed away when they were like very early on into their career. They were kind of rising in popularity, and then he like unexpectedly passed away. It was a very inspiring film. I really liked how they made it and how they kind of told the story and like learning more about them. Their music too, they had some of their songs in the movie, and then I listened to some as well afterwards, and it's also more upbeat. It makes people want to get up and dance. It makes people smile, and I was like, man, like being able to do that with music, I think is so special. Like being able to make somebody feel happy and make people want to like dance and like feel joyful and things like that. I think that is something so special, and they kind of talk about that in the movie as well, how Buchecha didn't really want to make music at first because he was like, I'm not beautiful, like I'm ugly. What do I have to offer as an artist? But then like he realizes it's not your physical appearance that makes you qualified to be an artist, but it's the fact that you're an artist that makes you beautiful. And just like, the power that music has to like bring people together, to make people happy and feel joyful, to make people again want to dance. Just a way to kind of distract, or not distract, but just lighten the load of everything that is going on in the world. And so after, again, listening to that album, watching that film, I feel like I want to take my music into a new direction. I want to try to make more like upbeat songs that will hopefully like lift your spirits and will hopefully make you feel a little happier, a little bit better, makes you feel a little bit more joyful. Especially, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world that you read about on the news. And it's kind of stressful and it's kind of uncertain, and you feel the weight of everything that's going on top of everything going on like in the world. You know, we have things going on in our personal lives, and it just can be a lot sometimes. And I want to make music that will hopefully help like alleviate some of that, or just kind of, again, just make people feel happy. I did start on a new song. I am hoping to have it done by next week, hopefully release it next week, and then make like the production behind that video. It will be inspired by Alleh Yorghaki, because why not? I like their songs and their style of music, so highly recommend you to check them out if you haven't listened to it yet. Also check out that movie Nosso Sonyo if you can. Let me know if you do listen to the album or watch the film. Yeah, I'd like to know what you think, if you liked it as well. But yeah, that's all for now. I just wanted to share a little bit about what I have been thinking about and what's been on my mind. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.